Hi, I'm Sailor Mercury, and I'm Sailor Mars. And today we're going to give a shout out to Jonathan Coachman. Now you're probably thinking, why would we be giving a shout out to a WWE play by play caller? You know, Jonathan Coachman. Well, first off, Jonathan Coachman, if you don't know, folks, reached out to us Friday when he came on YouTube, on his YouTube fairway, and said that he was a follower of what DUANE does here, or what we do here, not on Sailor Moon's for life, but also for Power Rangers for Life, the Jordan Long channel, the TWF Wrestling, and the Xena Pappas. Now, for someone to take the time from their busy day to watch our films and to say they like what we do is actually a big thing. Now, we have been on YouTube for about 7 years, so someone like that to reach out to us like that was, I can't believe that. So, anyway, where do we go with this? First off, we want to say thank you for taking the time to come on YouTube and look at our films and follow our films and write on our films and on our fairway and all that. And I know there's going to be someone out there, you know, who likes our films and thinks what we do is good. So thank you for that, and thank you for the shout out film that you made too. That was kind of you to do that. At first we didn't think it was you. Hell, we need to know you were on YouTube to be earnest. So thank you for doing that, and thank you for liking the films that we make here, that DUANE makes here. You know. Yeah, you're right about that, Sailor Mercury. I mean, when you look at this, we'll go and say more sure. You know, to think that someone, name known who is as busy and iffined as Jonathan Coachman is, to take the time to come on YouTube to watch our films and like them, and that was kind of him to do all that, and even make a shout out film on top of all that. You know, that is good to know that our films are being forwarded and backed by folks, and everybody onlooks the hard work that we put in, onlooks the hard work that DUANE puts in, that I put in, that everyone that puts in on his YouTube fairway for 7 long years. You know. So thank you, Jonathan Coachman. And I just want to say that always been been a follower of yours. I remember when you first came. I think back when you first came to WWE. This would have been, I guess, towards the end of 1999, and you were there to run 2008 while then you came back in 2018 while and stuff. And it was funny because at one point you were heel, you were the henchman to Eric Bischoff, you were fighting with Jim Ross over who was the more good play-by-play caller for WWE. And then you know you worked on Monday Night Raw, you did Sunday Night Heat, you did uh, Friday Night SmackDown. You were pretty much everywhere. Oh yeah, Sarah Mar, did you forget that at one time he was the fourth overseer of Raw? From 2006 while to 2007 while. You know, it's good to see that you're doing well, and it's good to see that you actually, like these films. So we'll say thank you for doing that. You know, thank you, Jonathan Coachman, for coming, being on YouTube and liking our films and what we do here. I know there's going to be some folks out there that's not going to believe that you actually reached out to us and you became a follower of DUANE's craft and work here, you know. But thank you for doing that, you know. And if you can get others to look at our films and see what they think, then hey, that's another good thing too, you know. So anyway, I don't really know if there's anything else to say about it. I know your shout out film was short, and ours is going to be this real long thing that if you have the time, you're going to look at it or not. It's up to you. Um, but anyway, thank you for following us here on YouTube and all that. Yeah. And as well, I'm going to finish this off there, Mercury. I'm gonna finish this off, Amy. You want to do what you want to do, say Lamar. Okay, Ray. Anyway, thank you, Jonathan Coachman, for following us. Thank you for the shout out film. Thank you for forwarding us and backing what DUANE does on YouTube. Thank you for doing that. Wouldn't have thought that many. I wouldn't have thought that some play-by-play caller that we started seeing way back around the end of 1999, YL, till 2008 YL would, you know, by that would come back in 2018 would finally receive in 2018 YL to now that someone we saw way back then that we wouldn't know years later, that DUANE would not know years later, would actually be one of his followers of his work on YouTube. So thank you, Jonathan Coachman, for doing that. Wouldn't have thought of that, you know. So thank you. That's it. I'm Sailor Mars. I'm Sailor Mercury. I'm Sailor Mars. We'll see you later.